difficult to get into a sit. So what I do is I'm going to keep it within an inch of his nose. I'm going to go up, but at an angle towards his butt and up. So I'm not just going vertically, I'm going at a curve. And if I go up and he stops tracking and I keep going up, he's just going to completely ignore it. So I'm always going to come back to his nose anytime he loses interest. So I'm going to do it slowly. This other hand has a treat in it, so I want to move it out of his way so he doesn't have to think about it. There we go. Sit. Now patience is a virtue. So he, I believe, has some bone issues because the way that he sits and walks, sit, tells me that there might be something going on with his back end. So passive training, which we talked about off camera, every time he comes and sits next to you, within 3 seconds of him sitting, we want to reach over and pet him and just say sit. So even though we're not asking him to do it, he's still doing the end result. Sit. Sit. Oh, look who sat faster.
Yeah.
Nothing in this hand. It's all right here for you, buddy. So remember, keep this within an inch of his nose. See, I lose interest, so I come back to it. No, it's still in there, buddy. You just have to sit for it. Sit. So the second his butt hits the ground, I want to be delivering that treat within 3 seconds maximum, but the closer to 1 second that I can get, the better. Now these are the chicken liver from Tricky Trainers. Because he's had an upset tummy, I'm pulling these into quarters so that we can work. There we go. Sit. So as soon as that butt hits the ground, I'm delivering the treat and saying SIT.
Okay.
Next thing I want to do is show you how to get him to LAY. So when he's in an SIT, then I go down. And it's a little uncomfortable for him at this point, so usually they stick their paws out. Again, come back to him if he goes away. Sometimes I kind of push it and pull it back. But what I want him to do is I want his paws, his chest to hit the floor. Now, he came forward, so I'm going to pay him for that because that's a movement that I want. I go back to the treat. There we go. So letting him nibble on it or lick it a little bit kind of recreates a little bit more desire to want to have it. Come on, buddy, I know you can do it. Crash. I use the word crash. You can use any word you want. Now in this case, it took a little bit for me to get him on the floor. I'm going to kind of lean down so we can both get in the shot. So once he is, now he's a little bit soft. When I give him the treat, he doesn't want to take it right away. So just hold it there, and then as soon as he takes it in his mouth, then we say SIT, or LAY if you want to use that, or crash if that's the word you want to use. Here, buddy. Now the last one that I usually teach, I don't know if we'll be able to get into this without this one being super long. Oh, there we go. Sit. So you're seeing he's already starting to sit faster. There's something in it for him, so he's more inclined to do it. So then I go to the LAY. And I'm not saying the word there because he didn't put himself into the crash position. But what I typically do is while the dog's down, dogs have a problem if they're LAYing, if they're in an LAY and I say SIT, they can't make that connection. So what I usually do is create an up command. When they're LAY, after the LAY, then I hold the treat up like this. As soon as they come up to get it, I give it to them and I say up. So you can also say sit up if you prefer, but this way we give them a command to lay down, to sit, then to lay down, then to come up out of the LAY. So these are things, because these are just basic commands, the passive training is a slower way of training him. So I want you to do that, but I also would like you to come over here, and we're gonna cut this video here in a second, and I'm gonna have you come over here and practice it yourself. Is that I can do it, I do this for a living. It's important that you can do it. But the more you do it, as you just saw, the more, once he figured it out, he was more inclined to do it, and then he has something to do to impress you. One of the trick questions I ask my clients are, what can your dog do to make you happy? And they're like, stop doing this, stop doing that. Well, those are things you don't want him to do. So giving the dog something it can do to recreate that it knows makes you happy, the dog's going to be more inclined to continue to do those things. So instead of chewing on things or doing other undesirable actions, it starts doing the things that we're rewarding it for. That's why petting with a purpose can be so valuable when it comes to teaching a dog to do the things that we want them to do, because that's what we're rewarding them for doing. All right, so this is how you can teach your dog to sit, lay down, and an up, even though we didn't really actually achieve an up. Oh, sit. What a great way to end the video.